What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. So you're wanting to be a management consultant. Are you sure about that? In a previous video, I've mentioned the minimum requirements one needs as a college student to even receive a first round interview, let alone an offer. If you'd like to check out other videos where I go in more depth on the initial requirements for getting into management consulting, I'll be sure to link them in my bio below for you to check out after this video today. But now that we're here, I'm going to be sharing more information on the top 4 skills I've seen and experienced in order to move up within the firm, but also for someone who is just getting started at the entry level. But before we get started, I need you to do me a small favor. There's this thumbs up button at the bottom of this video. Can you make sure it's blue? Liking these videos helps me with the YouTube algorithm and allows more people to benefit from these videos, which in turn results in me making even more videos for all of you guys. But also, be sure to subscribe to not miss out on new videos that I upload every week. Also, be sure to stick around till the end of this video for a big announcement that you don't want to miss. With that being said, let's get into how you can be a successful management consultant. In order to make sure you remember what I'll be sharing in this video, I've made a little acronym which helps me and I hope will help you all as well. In consulting, you always want to keep tabs on yourself. Keeping tabs will ensure you're well aware of your project, team dynamic, and ensure personal growth. TABS is an acronym which stands for technical skills, adaptability, business acumen, and selling skills. I'll be going into each one of these in greater depth now, starting with the technical skills. When it comes to consulting, the work that you'll be doing depends. The traditional consulting answer. Depending on your level, firm, and industry, what you do may vary more than what any of your other colleagues do in another consulting firm, or even that company for that matter altogether. If you're interested in learning more about the different types of consulting, I've made another video where I go into depth on the differences between management and technology consulting, which I highly encourage you to check out after this video here. The technical skills you're familiar with depend on whether you're an MC or TC. As a technology consultant, you may likely be working more with Salesforce, SQL, or more coding languages altogether. In management consulting, however, you're likely to be working more within Microsoft Office, Tableau, and private company softwares to complete tasks or projects. Regardless of your position, my advice is still the same. Be the best and hone in on your technical skills. It pays off to know that extra formula and be more efficient with the work that you're doing. Every manager likes an efficient worker because you're able to show them you're ready to take on more responsibilities and get that promotion quicker. Many companies even have boot camps or pay for educational programs like LinkedIn Learning. So if you're not taking advantage of these or are unfamiliar with whether or not your company offers them, then be sure to ask around to not miss out. What's good about most of these programs is that they're self-paced and you can check in on them whenever you'd like or need. So there is no schedule and it's entirely up to you and what you'd like to learn whenever you'd like. Now, the second part of tabs, which isn't as technical as the first, but technically just as important, is being adaptable. As I've mentioned in countless videos on this channel, adaptability is huge. Changing deadlines, new data being shared, team sizes growing or shrinking. You'll need to be on top of your game to account for all the variability that will probably come your way. When completing calculations or models in Excel, always leave a couple empty cells until the very end because you never know if your manager is going to send information minutes before a presentation. It rarely happens, but it still happens. I recommend the same for PowerPoint. Always leave an extra couple slides until prior to presenting so that you can modify and update as necessary. Always, and again, I repeat, always communicate with your colleagues and manager regarding any last minute update to confirm what you're doing is correct for them all to be in the loop. The last thing you want is a confused manager who wasn't expecting something to actually be there, end up being there right in front of them while sharing it with the client. But if you'd like to learn more about adaptability and other valuable consulting skills, I'll link another video in the bio below for you to check out after this. Before getting into the next two parts of tabs, I'd like to take a minute and talk about today's sponsor, MyWhistlebox. MyWhistlebox is a one-stop shop for all your document needs. You're able to share, sign, and store information through their patented doubly encrypted platform. You can use MyWhistlebox to compress multiple files into a PDF, write notes for yourself, or attach them to your documents, and so much more. This is great for everyone like accountants, clinicians, lawyers, and even everyday people. I'll leave a link in the bio below for you all to check out and get started for free. Now, the third thing that I've noticed differentiates the average to elite management consultant is their business acumen. Obviously, they're familiar with their tasks and perform at a high level, but their logical understanding behind the current financial market is just as important. New information that can contribute to the success of that project or for that client will shine you in a great light in front of your manager, because it shows that you're able to actively learn trends and are able to share insight beyond already what's in front of you. Having business acumen shows other consultants that you know your industry well and can input valuable information throughout the project to prevent any moments of uncertainty. Now, keep in mind, you're not expected to know everything about every single market. But if you're specializing within an industry like healthcare, knowing about new technological trends, studies, and updates will keep you well informed with your projects at hand as well. Especially as we live in a world of constant development, it pays, both literally and figuratively, to know what's going on. Speaking about paying, this is a helpful segue into the last part of tabs, which is also your selling skills. When I say selling, it also ties into your persuasive skills. Remember, the further up you move within that company, you're expected to sell your work to large corporations and clients. Therefore, having that selling background or drive earlier on in your career will work wonders. Keep in mind, as an analyst or experienced consultant, you aren't expected to be selling anywhere, but being able to develop these skills through working closely with partners or managing directors, to reading books about the art of selling, to gaining exposure in any way possible, will pay off as you move up within that company. So now that we've talked about all this, let's give a quick recap as a way to refresh ourselves. You want to make sure that you're keeping tabs on your ability to do well as a management consultant. TABS is an acronym I've constructed, which stands for your technical abilities, adaptability, business acumen, and selling skills. Please do keep in mind that there are obviously more skills that result in a perfect or extremely successful consultant, but these were ones that I've seen commonly shared among MBB, Big Four, and boutique consulting firm consultants. If there are other skills you've seen or heard, then be sure to share them in the bio below. I'd love to make another video about it. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do have an announcement to make. With my channel growing, which I'm tremendously grateful for, I want to have more videos revolving around what you want and your questions. So what I plan on doing is every month, or as often as needed, make a video where I respond directly to your questions. So if you'd like to be featured in one of my next videos, be sure to leave a comment or question in the bio below for me to reach out and help you guys out. Let me also know what you think of these videos, and if you'd like to see anything else or for me to share just in general. With that being said, if you enjoyed what I shared, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help out the channel. I upload videos regularly on Wednesdays, so be sure to subscribe to not miss out. If you're looking for more one-on-one guidance when it comes to your consulting endeavors, whether that be interview or cover letter preparation, to even mock interviews, then be sure to visit my website, ryanrafi.com, and use the promo codes in my bio below for my products and services. As always, thanks. Until next time.